This video is about purling the continental way in knitting. That means that you hold the yarn in your left hand and just let it run, not throwing the yarn in any way. I'm going to show you how I do it, what way I hold the yarn and the work. First, we look at purling a whole row, then changing between knit and purl as in ribbing. There I will also show you a slightly different way of holding the yarn. This is the way I learned to knit when I was 5. The first time I actually saw someone knitting so that they were holding the yarn in their right hand was when I was in my 20s. So let's start. This is how it looks like. So the yarn goes over my index finger, and then in here I hold it. It just depends. Sometimes I hold it like this and sometimes like this. But the main thing is that you hold it somewhere where you can tighten it as much as you need to. And at the same time that it runs freely. So you don't need to touch the yarn at any stage. And then move it like here. And then we start. So the yarn is ready in front of the work and over your index finger. So I'm holding my work in using the middle finger that is pressing it against the thumb, the side of the thumb. And then again, the spot where you're working is in between your thumb and index finger here. So ready to start. Insert the needle into the stitch. I normally lift my index finger very slightly to get the yarn and make a stitch. And then lift it over the needle again, the front of the needle, and the needle under both of them, and make the stitch. So continue like this. At times you need to push it a bit so it's not too far back. So this is what you do. I'm doing it faster now because it can be done very fast. So that's that bit. Then we go on to the ribbing. As we see, there's first 2 knit stitches and then 2 purl stitches. On this video I'm not actually talking about the knit stitches at all, so I just knit the 2. And then start the purl. So I lift the yarn slightly in front of the needle and then purl those 2. And then it stays behind for the knit stitches. Then again in the front here. Some people prefer to purl so that they don't lift the yarn in front of the needle. So I'm doing that there now. If you do it that way, then the yarn always stays in the same place. But otherwise you purl just the same. Under, and then get it from there direct. And in there. then the 2 knit stitches, and again there. And there are also other variations. I have seen 4 or 5 different ways of purling continental, but the one I showed there first, that's the one I always use. So I trust this is useful, and also check out this other video that shows you a great way to have a stretchy finish when you are binding off ribbing. Thanks for watching.